Joy, and I'm back with another Valentine craft for you. This craft is going to use one of the wooden hearts that I got last year from the dollar store. Some napkins I've gotten someplace along the line for probably 25 cents. Some Mod Podge, or as I call it, Hodgepodge. Some foam scatters, and a little bit of hot glue, and a sign. One of the metal signs is what we're going to do. So, I am going to show you how to make a sign like this for your wall art. This one I made with a star napkin I had gotten from the Dollar Tree that I really love, and some foam scatters like the ones I'm going to use, and then I just used the word joy on it. Originally I was going to do Valentine on it, but I wanted to show you guys this craft. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this string. I'm going to take the string out. So to take this out, you have to kind of tuck the end of it over it, so because you just bring it in so that the other side of it goes into its hole, and then you bring it through the hole. Just set it aside. We're going to need that again at the end. The next thing I'm going to do is take my napkins, and I've played with a few different napkins that I have. I have a lot of different styles of napkins and different shapes and stuff. So I've been playing with it, trying to decide which one I wanted to use. And I found this one, and I thought this would be cute. But you can pick whatever napkin you want. You can choose whatever word you want. You can choose whatever color photos or table scatters you want, the glitter scatters like these. Have some fun and make it your own is all I'm saying. And so with these napkins, one thing I'm learning is that when you open them up, now this one may not be the same, but if you are careful enough and you can peel, and I don't know if I'm going to bother with peeling this one because it's got the pattern almost all the way around it, like I would just have to do, and that would give me a spot to put my thing. But if you're careful and you peel it, you actually end up with a napkin and a if you're careful. Joy's not being careful here. But if you carefully peel this apart, you get a couple of different layers here. And then you can use, if you're really hurting, There are people out there that could use that little tip. Okay, so I'm going to take my paintbrush and paint a thin layer of the Mod Podge, Hodgepodge, the Podge. We're going to call this the Podge from now on. Onto my board. And I'll show you what I'm doing in just a second here. And then I'm going to stick down my napkin. Just a second here, guys. I forgot to readjust when I took the napkin out from under you guys. What an idiot. Okay, you were set up when I did my last video, but with the new video, I forgot to set it up. Okay, there we go. So what I'm doing is I put that down. Oh, I didn't mean to put that down. Okay. So I took some of the Mod Podge, or Podge, and I painted a thin straight. So I'm just painting on there, barely showing it, okay? Just down that corner. Then I'm going to take and lay that back down, and I'm going to take my napkin and I'm going to lay over that Mod Podge before it dries. And I'm going to just gently lay it down and try to smooth out any wrinkles. Then I'm going to work up the side here. And I'm just going to gently run some more Mod Podge over this other side here. And then I'm going to lay this side of the napkin down, carefully working out any bubbles. Yes, it's going to hang over, but I'm going to cut that off in a moment. I forgot to grab my scissors, but I will get them in a moment. Okay. Now I'm going to put this side up and just kind of gently, so that way Okay, so that's all I'm doing. And then I'm going to just take little pieces and cut off. I'm going to take some scissors and cut off the sides. That's where the scatters come in handy, because they will kind of help you fix that nasty looking edge when you get done. Okay. Anybody else make funny faces at themselves when they're working on this? And I love to buy from like any store. I see napkins when I see them on sale for 25 cents after a holiday. I will buy up napkins even if I don't need them. So I have like a ton of different napkins, and I've been looking for ways to use them. And I thought of this the other day when I bought the one that I paid the $1 for because I thought it was so pretty. And I'm like, I want to find a way to use it. And that's where I come up with that star pattern one. So I wanted to show you guys what I done. On the off chance maybe you've never done this before. Okay. I'm going to go over here and just put a little bit of glue down the Mod Podge. I always want to call it hodgepodge. Don't ask me why. I just do. Okay, I'm going to see if I can't find I'm trying to find a piece to put over here without being so obvious that I cut off, you know? Okay, let's do this. These scissors need sharpened. When I get done, I'm also going to go over the top of my thing with some Mod Podge just to kind of make sure it stays in place. And now I'm going to trim this one off. So right at the corner, right at the side, it's going to look a little funky, but that's okay because we're going to put the foam scatters there, so I'm not going to worry too much about that corner. I am going to put a little more Mod Podge down here. And we're going to try to get this covered over here. Okay. Okay, that's about all I'm going to do. So it doesn't look really great on the corners, but that's okay. We're going to make it look better when we get done. Okay, now I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to kind of gently paint over the top of it. And it'll get a little texture to it. Mine did anyway. But if you have more patience than me, you'll probably manage to keep the texture out. I just have... How much patience do you guys think I have? If you've watched this channel enough, you should know I have no patience. And if you're seeing the same shirt in several videos, it's because I was cold one morning and it actually got to be noon and I was like cold. I had been in the bedroom and I was coming out to see Mom and my groceries were coming and I decided to leave my shirt on. It's the Christmas gift my mom let me get. So if you haven't watched my videos back in October, then you don't know my favorite musician currently is Niall Horan. One of the members of One Direction, his solo career, and so it's his merch they put out for Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then when it's dry, I'm going to glue the Valentine sign on it. So I'll show you kind of what I'm going to do. Sorry. I have a napkin down that's caught some stuff. I'm just going to kind of glue that on there. And then I'm going to put the foam scatters on by just hot gluing, which is what I did here. I just took and ran a bead of hot glue around the edge, and then I picked out a bead, one of the foam scatters, and put it on until I got it all the way around. But before I do that, I'm going to actually put my string back in. Now that this part's done, we can go ahead and put the string back in. And all you gotta do is just poke a hole right through where it goes in. Drop that through and let it connect. Then you go over to the other side and you do the same thing. And there you have your hanger back on. Okay, so hopefully this is dried enough. Yeah, it feels like it's dried enough. We're gonna glue on the sign now. And this is the part you got to be super careful, because this metal will get hot with the hot glue. If you want, you can use a different glue. I am just such an expert with hot glue that I'm used to burning myself. I didn't want to try something new. Actually, that wasn't the case at all. I just didn't know where I put my glues the other day. I'm in the process of cleaning up my craft supplies, if you guys didn't know. And so some things are kind of hidden on me right now. And I haven't had a chance to work on it since before Christmas, because we had some icky sickies between both houses that have been working on this. Okay, so I'm just going to grab at the end real carefully, and I'm going to lay this kind of at a slight angle. Then I'm going to grab my cardboard from the top of one of my foam scatters, and I'm going to kind of push it down with that. Okay, there we go. So that's that. And then now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I think with this one I'm going to do all but maybe the silver. So I'm just going to take and run a bead up along here, and I did 4 colors on that other one. I'm going to see what I think, because this has gold on it and not silver, so I'm thinking about just doing the white, red, and pink. I think that's all I want to do on this one. And then just keep doing white, red, and pink. All it does is makes that side line make it look a little nicer. You could leave it without this if you didn't want to do this, or you could do pom-poms on the side, would be cute. This will make it so that I don't have to do an extra color. Okay. There we go. And there we go. I have a Valentine sign for my hall wall that looks really cute, and it didn't cost me but a couple dollars to make. You get these signs, if they have them, 3 in a pack for $1. The napkins, like I said, 25 cents after the holiday, or $1 at the Dollar Tree. Your scatters, a couple dollars on scatters. So maybe this sign cost, and then the wood heart. So maybe it cost me about $5 to make this sign. I don't think that's bad at all. It's very pretty too. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed learning about how to make this fun craft. Oh, and also the Mod Podge, but I don't count that because I keep that on hand. But if you have to buy that, then that's a couple more dollars that you have to account for. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this craft, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day filled with lots of love and laughter. I hope your saddest day in the future is only as sad as your happiest day in the past. Until next time, bye, guys.